Good morning everyone, my name is Adi Nugroho from Indonesia. Today I want to share some presentation regarding transport model application in Indonesia. Here's my profile. Okay, want to start with the part 1 is the strategic model for national road development in Indonesia, covering Sumatra, Kalimantan, Java, Sulawesi and Bali, mostly the 5 major islands in Indonesia. We have the data from Ministry of Public Works, Directorate General of Highway. It is the road network system or road network management system. We call it IRMS. It's cover all of Indonesia, including the national roads plus the provincial roads database. So we are now having these 5 major islands into transport model. Starting from 2014-2016, we are developing Java and Sumatra, and 16 to 18 we develop Kalimantan plus updating for Java and Sumatra, and the last phase is 2018 to 2020 for Sulawesi and Bali Island. This work, the development of transport model for 5 major islands, is part of the cooperation between Directorate General of Highway, Ministry of Public Works and Housing, and KIAT, a partnership between Government Indonesia and Australia for infrastructure. Basically, the for all every model, the outline of traffic model structure is like this. So we have the network database IRMS, and also a recent traffic survey study to develop the demand forecast and base year. And after the model is validated, we test the Directorate General of Highway program and other supply such as RENSRA, RPJMN or RUGPGGN, or the short-term plan, medium-term plan and long-term plan. This is the way we develop the Sumatra based on the GIS converted from the IRMS data into transport model network here. Similar with Kalimantan, we develop the data based on roadside interview survey in some location and develop synthesize ODRI matrix to build the full model for Kalimantan. This one is showing the Java model. We then test the Trans-Java toll roads in this some scenario we are requested, and the last 2 island is Sulawesi, where we develop from GIS also, and then we can now have the model for Sulawesi and showing the traffic volume, bandwidth and the VC ratio for each island, each network for national road mostly. And this one is for Bali Island. Bali Island different with other 4 because this is including the metropolitan area in the south part of Bali here. So this is a combination. Other thing we can do after we have the transport model is we can do some scenario testing. For example, here in Java Island, we this is a condition of 2017 before the Trans-Java developed in a full, but we run the model in 2030 demand. This is when the Trans-Java are connected as current condition, and then we can test whether if one of 2 section is delay developed or something happen, we can see the impact either in the toll road and the national roads network, and then we can compare the KPI result from each scenario. For example, do minimum, we spend less investment here, but the result on the KPI of course it's will not so good compared to other two scenario here, which have the maximum budget and then reasonable budget constraint. Also for Sumatra, we can test if all the toll road is operated, and how about if some of them is not operated, not constructed, and then result like this is will be can be used for the economic team and financial team to recalculate their business plan and check the sensitivity analysis for the project for each section of the Sumatra toll roads. Okay, that's end of the part 1. Now I'm going to the second part of my presentation. This is in urban area model covering the showing Makassar, Surabaya, Bandung, and Greater Jakarta. So this is Indonesia. The model urban I have now is for Makassar, Surabaya, Bandung, and Jakarta. This one is showing the Makassar city. We are working for here in 2011, and this one is for Surabaya Greater Area or GKS, Gerbang Kertasusila, covering Surabaya and some of district surrounding. But now, as requested by the client, we have to expand the model up to Pasuruan and Probolinggo, and also to Malang, to cover Del Toro, and also here in the north part of Java, Tuban city. This model is still under development, and we are still working on it. And then we also have Bandung. Bandung Raya model is we are working with Polar University of Indonesia to support Jasa Marga developing the need for transport modeling for their business plan. So we focus here in the model development for this Bandung area, and then after here we develop this scenario testing phase that can be easily used by the client to test their needs, for example their scenario, whether it's feasible or not to develop a new toll road network. This is some example. So we have the Besia network here, 2019-2020, and then for example here we have the toll network proposal 1 and toll network proposal 2, so we can compare the result after that one. This is a sample of the result, only showing the toll road volume. The bandwidth is presenting the volume, and the color presenting the VC ratio. So this is a condition for 2020, and this is 25, this is 2030, and 2035 with the same network. It is the network is growing, also the traffic is growing. So then we can take the result from here to process whether it's feasible by the KPI or AADT or this travel speed for the whole network. And the next one is for Greater Jakarta Metropolitan or Jabodetabek model. This model is developed in 2004 in the SITRAM study. SITRAM is a study on master plan for Jabodetabek public transport, and then it's grow up in 2009. The zone is expanded to 441, and then also in the study of JUTP, Jabodetabek Urban Transport Policy Integration in 2012, 2011, 2012, become 621 zones, and other study in 2013 we expand also become 638 zones for all Jabodetabek. This is the screenshot of the model catalog for JUTP project. already expanded model, and then we develop adding new toll road and new public transport network, and now the model have 2012 nodes and still counting, because we still adding a developing network, and also 18,487 links and still counting. This number is include railway lines, BRT lines, MRT lines, LRT lines, and 1,290 public transport routes in the whole Jabodetabek. If we zoom here in the coverage of Jakarta Outer Ring Road, we can see the public transport network in the future in Jabodetabek, focusly mainly in Jakarta. Like here, this is the network route for the railway line and MRT existing here, plus the extension to Kampung Bandan here in Kota. And this one, the LRT Jakarta work in 2015, and this is the BRT system in condition 2015. So if we look here, then we can run the model and the scenario, and then we can have some figure regarding the public transport here. We are showing this transit on-off bar here, and also transit line profile. For this example is BRT or Transjakarta line from Pinang Ranti up to Pluit. This example here is LRT Jakarta Kebayoran Lama up to Kelapa Gading. This on-off bar and transit line profile. And this is MRT with extension up to Kota Station. And the last one here is the loop line, railway loop line from Jatinegara, Manggarai, Kota, and loop back to Gunung Sahari and Jatinegara. So further analysis from this model came up with the proposal to government regarding public transport in Jakarta or Jabodetabek mostly. This is all of my presentation. If you have a comment or question, you can email me with this email, and thank you and good morning.